This is Frederick Kubiri. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about 3 business ideas that can help in growing your business. And the 3 business ideas, if you put them into practice, will help to improve your business. And without no further ado, we'll be talking about number 1, using customers' information. Number 2, we'll be talking the rule of 150. Number 3, we'll be talking about information orientation. By the time you put this into use, you will stand to benefit from the business ideas I'm about giving to you. So without no further ado, let's talk about using customers' information. Like in the current day, information that are gathered can be used to save costs, and they are provided to individual clients and to sell more often using the internet. This idea was first and foremost brought into book by Amazon.com. They have redefined what is selling all about. Each culture appreciates the potential of technology, with the company using information in 4 key ways. Number 1, to minimize the risk by analyzing information from millions of customers to see how and when they purchase, enabling Amazon.com to reduce the level of risk. To reduce costs by using technology to control the way it manages its inventories and suppliers. Number 3, to add value and help customers by offering review of books and free downloadable information, and by treating each home page as an individual shop from each customer. For example, by tailoring list of suggested titles that the customer may enjoy based on previous purchase. To innovate, Amazon believes that to rival its competitor, an innovative approach is essential in order to improve the value and services offered to customers. What matters is not simply what information exists, but how that information is used to build competitive advantage. Interestingly, many other retailing companies have now followed Amazon lead. For example, Apple iTunes, iStore have done for music retailing what Amazon did for book selling, using many of the same practices. So this idea that we explain here is all about using customer information. As in, from the internet, you see that these days it's no longer a situation whereby you have a static store in a particular place. If you look at our internet these days, maybe they are selling one item online. They would like you to give out feedback. What do the customer need? What are they talking about the product you are selling? All this information, they gather them in order to improve on the quality of services that they are going to render to customers. Like as I've earlier said, the information that is being gathered here is not just to gather information for gathering sake, but to make sure that the customer gets the benefit of this information. That is the essence of this using customer information. If you apply this you will stand to benefit the more as a business owner. Then the like from this business idea, there are some analogy or some practice that have been made by people that are running business online. For instance, treat each customer as an individual. For example, music retailer iTunes track the purchase of individual clients and provide a customized web page design to introduce a client to new buying opportunities that appeal to his or her personal taste. Use the internet to provide information for the individual, even if your business does not carry out the primary opinion or the primary operation online. By collecting customers' email addresses, a business can develop a high, valuable, and intimate marketing strategy. Smaller businesses and freelance workers may be able to research more in-depth information on each client. This can then be organized into an accessible database with subheading for each client, covering all areas of relevant information. If your organization is unable to seamlessly track consumer trend, each incentive such as free product for customers that volunteer their information. Similarly, you should also provide reward for customers that agree to receive information on your organization. The marketing should be entertaining, lively, appropriate, and relevant. What we are talking about here is that as a business owner, when you gather information, you should be able to digest this information, redefine them in such a way that your customers stand to benefit. And how do they stand to benefit? If your organization is unable to seamlessly track customers' trend using incentives such as free product for customers that volunteer their information. Similarly, you should also provide reward for customers that agree to receive information on your organization. At least what we are talking about here is that when in the course of your gathering information, there are some customers that will say, okay, please, I would like to give out information concerning your business. Try to introduce something like a form of a reward. You see that with that little reward that you put in place, you are bound to attract more customers into your business environment and thereby creating more traffic into your website because of the incentive that you have provided. Then we talk about rule, that is business idea number 2, which has to do with rule of 150. Let me explain a little about this area. Co-worker find socializing, team working, and associate activities such as innovating, collaboration, and sharing knowledge much easier to achieve when they are placed in a group of less than 50. In this way, larger corporations gain the benefit of smaller groups that are often closer, more energetic, entrepreneurial, supportive, and better. This is a business idea number 2. It has to do with rule of 150. What this place is talking about is that when an organization is becoming so large as an individual or as an organization, it is better when it comes to the area of socializing. Try to group your workers into smaller units so that they can be able to relate with customers, relate with your business, relate with your vendors, your Just name it. Anything that make you to associate with your customers. You put them into smaller group. Customers, vendors, your bankers, let them be in smaller group so that they can be able to reach out to the customer and the customer effectively. Then the idea behind this thing is this, that fascinating example of an organization that clearly understands the benefit of collaboration is God Associates, a privately held multi-million-dollar high-tech firm based in Delaware, that is US, as well as manufacturing the water-resistant Cortex fabrics. The firm also produces products for semiconductor, pharmaceutical, and medical industry. Gore is unique because of its adherence to the rule of 150. This approach is based on anthropological research highlighting the fact that humans can socialize in large groups because unequally we are able to handle the complexity of social arrangements. However, there is a limit to the bond people can make, and this is reached at around 150. Is groups larger than 50, complicated hierarchy, regulation, and formal measures are needed, but below 150, this same goal can be achieved informally. What we are saying here is that whenever your organization or a group are more than 150, there is a tendency that there will be too much bureaucracy, protocols here and there, unnecessary protocol. But when the group is less than 150, at least informally they can achieve whatever they want to achieve. And that will help the organization. Then consequently, God limits the use of each office. So it is below 150. God has 15 plants within 12-mile radius in Delaware and Maryland, each with a close-knit group of employees who understand each other and work well together. This approach emphasizes the benefit of collective management, such as communication, initiative, and flexibility. And it enables a big business with thousands of employees to retain the attitude of small entrepreneurial startup. This is a rate of employee turnover that is a third of the industry average and sustainable profitability and growth for over 35 years. In practice, what are we saying here? Divide your work group into group or branch of under 150 people. Institute a strong managerial system to oversee smaller branches and ensure they are coordinated and efficient. Encourage a sense of communities and teamwork within a group. The rule of 150 simply means that it will be possible for workers to form positive bonds with all their co-workers. Extra measures should be taken to ensure that this actually happens. Then the last one, develop a sense of team across group of 150. This means finding ways for people to communicate and collaborate across the whole business rather than developing a series of competitive and separate grouping. What are we saying here? Try to develop a sense of teamwork across this 150. This means finding ways for people to communicate, collaborate across the whole business rather than developing a series of competitive grouping. Then the last one, we are talking about That is the last one, talking about information orientation. Given that billions of dollars are invested each day in IT software and hardware, we might expect managers to know exactly how information technology to improve their organization results. Exactly what is the connection between the billions invested annually in IT and improvement in productivity and performance. Information orientation has the answer. Information orientation has the answer. The three things that connect IT with businesses. The idea behind this scenario. In practice, what we are talking about here is that recognize that managing information depends upon people, how they use available information and system, how they share their knowledge with others, and how motivated they are to use information to innovate and create values. Then assets, develop and improve the process to manage information and knowledge. Remember that the technology itself, while essential for success, is not a corporate panacea. What we are saying here is that you should try to develop your system. That is, assess, develop and improve the processes to manage information. That is what we are talking about here. Try to assess, develop and improve the process to manage information. This is a very key area when it comes to information management, mostly in the organization. You know, in try to analyze an information, if you are not careful, that information you try to analyze can lead, it can develop the organization, it can equally man the organization. So it depends on how you manage your information. So remember that the technology itself, while essential for the success of the organization, is not a corporate panacea. So you have to be careful. Then find out more information, orientation from other businesses, like that of Professor McDonald Marchant or IDM Business Schools, or read about it in details online on www.enterpriseq.com or in print in his book Making the Invisible Visible. So these are some of the business ideas. They may sound theoretical, but if you put them into practice, you stand to benefit from this business idea that I've put before you. Guys, this business idea, they are unique, and if put into play, you will see an improvement in your business. Information matters a lot. That is why we talk about information orientation. Then we talk about rule 150. Then we equally talk about using customer information. These three items, if you put them into play, you will see that your business, your organization will tend to improve from what it used to be. So, hello guys, if you like what you see, please give my videos a thumbs up subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment at the comment section below. And I believe by so doing, you're improving my YouTube channel, and you're equally making my journey to the 1,000 subscribers. You know, in YouTube, for you to be at the forefront, you need more view. Please always share my video to others, so that not just to provide you more of this video, but to make me to know that yes, people are watching my video and they are equally promoting my video. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.